Ever known someone older than Dick Van Dyke?
The Hollywood icon celebrated his milestone birthday on Saturday, December 13th, surrounded by family and friends. The centenarian enjoyed a flash mob to a medley of his songs, led by wife Arlene Silver and produced by Chris Isaacson Presents, according to People.
Not Chris Isaac, but Chris Isaacson. And there's Dick Van Dyke, 100 years and 3 days old. Guy can walk and seems pretty spry. And, geez, aren't you glad that Dick Van Dyke lived to be 100? I think I talked about this on the show yesterday, where Betty White made it to 99, and everybody was ready for the Betty White party, and maybe that's why Dick Van Dyke didn't get a big special. Because didn't they plan one for Betty White and then, unfortunately, never hit 100? And Dick Van Dyke, they didn't want to repeat the same thing. Anyway, he celebrated at his home over the weekend, as you just heard, had a nice little celebration. I mean, it wasn't going to be a surprise party. Dick Van Dyke wakes up on Saturday, and they're like, oh yeah, we're suddenly going to some place that you never go to. Dick Van Dyke's going to know what's up, especially for his 100th birthday, and that's amazing to see. But have you ever known someone 100 years or older? I haven't. And as I've said multiple times on this show, that's my new goal, to live to be 100. I'm over halfway there. So if I have any sort of crisis this year or next, I'm going to call it my midlife crisis. I'm not going to leave that back in 42, right? Because I plan on living more than 84. But have you known someone that made it to that age, and what was their wisdom? 324-1220, 324-1220. The oldest person that I can remember knowing was my great aunt, and she was 91? Maybe? Was she even that old? I don't think so. So you know what? I haven't known many people. Really, I don't know if I've known anybody over 90 years old. And I mean, no. I mean, I know of people in their 90s, but someone that I could pick up the phone and say, hey, I think the real test is, well, the real test used to be, do you know their number by heart? Nobody knows anybody's number by heart anymore. So that's no longer a accurate metric to measure your friendship with somebody. But, you know, just someone that you know and that you speak to on a regular basis or you have some time with. 324-1220, 324-1220. Brian checked in and said, yeah, my wife's uncle, 104 years old. That's amazing. Diane's grandfather was 103. Richard checks in often. Shout out to Richard for supporting the show as often as he does. His grandmother lived to be 93. Lisa's dad is currently 96. All great stuff and awesome inspiration, too. And if you have a little anecdote on what their key to a successful later life is, let us know. 324-1220, and back to the music faster after these.
Since 1935, thousands of people in Maine and New Hampshire have trusted Spence & Matthews to provide the best value on their auto and home policies. But did you know that Spence & Matthews also has business insurance specialists that do great on shopping commercial policies? As an independent agent, Spence & Matthews represents 15 different companies and is able to shop business insurance policies to make sure that you have the right coverage at the best price. The agents at Spence & Matthews handle all types of commercial insurance, including workers' compensation, general liability, property, auto, bonding, and much more. Regardless of your business insurance needs, Spence & Matthews will shop your coverage to ensure that you're getting a great value. Call Spence & Matthews today at 800-595-2565 for a no-obligation quote. Let their commercial insurance agents, who have over 100 years of combined experience, show you how to save money on your business policies. Call 800-595-2565 today or visit them on the web at spenceandmatthews.com.
Good morning, Partners Bank. How may I direct your call?
Hello. Is this live?
Yes, I'm alive. You reached Partners Bank. How can I help you?
Oh, sorry. I thought that you were a machine. I was waiting for the directory list. Dial 1 for customer service, dial 2 for...
You won't get a directory list when you call Partners Bank. We do our best to answer the phones and get you to the right department every time.
Oh, that's great. So much better to get a live person. Now, what did I call for?
Partners Bank, the bank that listens. where real people still answer the phone.
With other language learning apps, I was just playing games. I wasn't really learning. Babbel's different.
Babbel was designed by over 200 language learning experts to be the most effective way to learn another language.
Every time I open the app, I can choose to work on my writing, speaking, or listening. And it saves my mistakes for me to review, so I'm constantly improving. Before Babbel, I thought I just wasn't good with languages. But now I'm speaking French. Tout ça, c'est grâce à Babbel.
Save up to 50% on your Babbel subscription when you sign up at Babbel.com. Babbel.com.
Good morning, Kenny Bug. This is your county's morning show with Andy Austin on